Also, guys, I feel like skit world and the real world collides a lot of times. You know what I mean? Like there are so many similarities that you can pick up. That you found in skit world. For example, like this.
Your total is $75,350.50.
I'm sorry. Did you say 75,000?
$350.50.
Did the lady stutter?
Shayla, are you crazy? Here you go.
No self-control. So as far as I'm concerned, Shayla is just pretty much driving her. At this point in time, Shayla is driving her. She just can't wake up. She cannot actually see it. As I'm seeing as of right now, Shayla is about to push the limits to see exactly how far she can go to break this couple up. And Amber just can't see it. Amber writes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you. But Amber's not making it at this point. She's not making it. It's one thing when you give bad advice to probably say like one person, but when you start to like give advice to, regular folks and make it seem as though you actually care about the culture at all, that's kind of where, it hits home because now what you have is this black doctor, and that's what she says, I have to go with the credentials that she has given. This black doctor giving advice to our young girls, and I want you to listen in. I want you to hone in on this. Come on.
Yeah.
What's your situation right now?
What you mean situation?
Like, you
Happy?
got a man,
I'm dating. I'm single, but I'm dating.
single but dating,
I am
something serious
dating.
more than other.
No, just dating.
We gotta change because she's therapying us.
So I want you all to remember exactly. If y'all know like the whole, Wayne story, you remember that how single Shayla was and how married Amber was. This is the doctor that's talking just to regular folks. Like she's trying to give advice to regular girls out there to tell them, oh, what kind of options they actually have when they don't really have those options. But that's her advice to, just regular black folk. Because of course, hey, it's really black plus consuming her content. No sane white person not consuming her content at all because they don't consume this type of content. They just don't.
Gotta make this about her now. No, but we're like, no, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating,
am
single.
dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating,
Dating but single.
enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not. I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have. I have one guy that I have
Yeah,
dated
she's
off and
stuttering now.
on
We
for
got
five
her.
years.
We got her.
We've dated for 5 years.
So for 5 years, she's been dating this one guy. So in other words, what she's saying to us is that this guy, I mean, come on, after probably a year or 2 years, you'd know exactly if the guy is worth enough to marry. But instead of her like, show that, I mean, no, she's dating this one particular guy. It's just what it screams to me. This just screams to me the whole idea of irresponsibility. It screams to me the same thing that women are talking about with men. And see, a woman like this is gonna come on and she's gonna make it look like men are dogs or whatever else it is. But she's doing the same thing. That this is exactly who is giving advice to the women out there.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah. I know what's going on now. I'm about to, yeah, no, we gonna take this sheep clothing off.
I am right. The wolf teeth coming out. No, we
He
have
was
been
somebody's work for 5 years.
we have been each other's companion for 5 years, and yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years, and it's the truth. And
Yeah.
he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, he your work.
No one is we working together.
I don't know if they're working together. See, all right, you see, okay. Maybe if this was coming from like a regular person, it would have been fine. It's the mere fact that it's coming from a person who is saying she's giving relationship advice to the culture. You're talking about a doctor who is at 5 years time is asking you because that's kind of what she's giving you. Remember, this the person who's giving the advice is saying, "All right, do as I do." That's literally what you're saying to a young girl who's coming up and actually watching this particular content or listening to this particular doctor. You're saying, "Do as I do." So what you're saying to the young girls is that, hey, it's okay to have these relationships for 5 years, and you know what I mean, like you don't marry at all, like you don't know what's going on, and you've been circling the block, as she said. She's been spinning the block. In other words, you're just back in. They're in a relationship, out of relationship, in a relationship, out of relationship. Doesn't that sound toxic? I mean, I don't know. It sounds like it to me.
We working together.
But you keeping him at bay, or is he keeping you at
He
bay?
wants he wants a relationship. He
And
wants
you
to be
don't.
committed.
You just like the sex.
No,
Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no.
Not vitamin D deficient.
No,
So
no, don't try
everything
to
is
show.
good in
No,
that
no,
department.
no. She
He
has
wants a
kept him at bay. She done
relationship.
kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this
He-
is going.
He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so we
Hold on. So she's 42. 9 years younger than her is going to mean, what's that now? 8 from, that's what, 36, 35. So he's 35. Somebody, is that here? No, I'm wrong. Not 35. 9, 42. Come on, guys. Let me get my math here. 8 from 40. That's 40. Boom. 31. Okay. So that's about that. So in other words, about 33. Somewhere about there. So it's about that. Is that what she's saying? Or is it 31? I think it's 31. I apologize. So this guy is 31. That's what she's saying, but he's not emotionally mature. But she's spinning the block on this young guy for 5 years.
we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a
And
relationship.
you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that, he's
So
just
you waiting on that.
no, I'm not waiting on it, and I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh,
Let's keep it. I mean, it's like
At least.
dude. Let's
he
keep
put on
it 100.
his red pajamas and feel like he's supposed to get spicy
This
tonight.
is clear.
See what she's doing? She's trying to see exactly if she can shade Paul Pierce because Paul Pierce has caught her up on the foolishness she's working with. In other words, remember, there's a lady that's telling women that they need to wait on that special guy or whatever else it is, and they shouldn't let any man just come in and do whatever it is that they're doing. But she's doing the same thing, and this is supposed to be a doctor. It's what I don't like about this is the fact that she's on here claiming a level of credentialing and certification, and that's what she's pressing out into the black community. It's just one of the things I cannot absolutely stand. This is exactly why I think I take up issues when it comes to this doctor, because I guess I have to address her as doctor until I have something else that can say something different. I mean, I guess I have to address her as that, but that's my issue. That is my issue. Is the issue that she poses like this particular thing, but she's not out here living any different.
This is clear.
Oh my
I know her.
God.
She from Long Beach.
I'm
Don't try to
crying.
come
You
with
have
the
a problem.
suit jacket,
Yeah,
the
man,
boots. You still and the glow.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach.
I'm still-
And I'm from Inglewood. And I can see that.
I am from San Pedro, a small
Man,
community
nah,
in the
same
city of
thing.
Los Angeles.
See, I can see
Okay.
through all of that.
Yes, he has great qualities. He does well in all that he does with me. He just
That ain't what
emotionally
I asked you.
is.
I asked you about his job and all that.
He does well in all areas.
What's
Okay, she
going on?
answered that. He
No,
does
she
well in
did.
all areas.
Emotionally,
I don't know. That's a broad question. What all
Paul,
areas?
you're
what?
a man, so you answer this question.
I answered.
Emotionally, he goes back and forth from I love you, I want to be with you, I'm mad because you won't be with me, you won't commit to me. And then his insecurities get the best of him, and it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you, I'm not sure that I can facilitate you, I'm not sure that I can be with you.
It's nonsense. It really and truly is nonsense. I'm gonna call BS on this one because here's what it was going on. What's going on is that you've just been playing games. And so, and I'm not saying I know the entire situation, but that's also nonsense. So you're a part of the emotional turmoil that this guy is going through because what you're doing is you're saying, hey, you know what I mean? I'm looking for a guy to be exclusive with, but at the same time, you're saying, no, I'm not sure I want to keep you around because you're not emotionally there. But yet at the same time, you're saying, hey, let me drop some pum pum on you nonetheless so I can even confuse the situation further. Do you see how confusing that is? That's like, okay, let me get into it for the ladies who watching this entire thing. That's like you coming around, ladies. And I come around and I say, all right, you know what, I'm sleeping with you. But you're still at the same point in time, I'm telling you, I'm not quite sure if I want to marry to you or any of those things. It would confuse you. So this is foolishness. It's like you preaching all of this, but to only come out and this is exactly what your life looks like, and this is who people are getting their dating cues from. That's why the problem I have more than anything else is how they're getting their dating cues from a person just like this.
When I say emotionally instability, it's like him wanting to be with me is concrete. That's not unstable. His emotions in the relationship are just unstable to where as a man, You gotta get vertical within yourself before you can be in a relationship.
Nonsense again. You can't tell no man how to think. Again, you're not acting like a woman, so why should he act like a man in a relationship? You're not acting like a woman. You're not doing the things a woman would actually do. You're saying, okay, this is just a guy that I get some D from. I get some vitamin D from this particular guy. And if I get another guy out there, I'm gonna take some vitamin D from him too. And if I get another guy comes around, I'm gonna take some vitamin D from him as well. But at the same time, you're telling this guy he needs to be emotionally there and emotionally available. This is the nonsense that a woman like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is trying to feed the actual black girls that are in the community. This is a nonsense. This girl gets a lot of airtime, and I don't know how she's getting the airtime, but I guess, hey, this is the toxicity. This is what I'm talking about. No wonder Kevin Samuels kept bagging on these people. No wonder. And I never liked him because this is what he was talking about. Is this foolishness? These ladies who are actually single advising other single women who are looking to marry someone to carry on with them toxic behavior, because that's exactly what they're seeing in all of this.
Good with these
And
words.
I am.
You good with these words.
Listen,
because
but
you
let me
giving
say
all
this.
these people advice.
Let me say
But
this,
wow,
Paul.
Thank you.
He has every right to feel like what I've been doing as far as being in a relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability. However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
So why not just cut him loose then? Instead of having him around doing what you're asking him to do. It's like you God, it's like it's every single time. It's just these people irk me because they come on yet again and they make it look like they really care about the actual women in the community, and they don't. As far as I'm concerned, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is out here making a dollar. That's exactly what she's doing. She's not bringing any value to the black community. There's no value that she's bringing to the black community. If that's what you're doing someone's son, and she wouldn't want anyone to do her own son like this. If this is exactly how you're treating someone's son who is dating and is looking to try to marry someone, but you don't want him because according to you, he's emotional, not available. But at the same point in time, you're saying, I'm going to be talking to other men. You're not sure. It's just not sure.
So why are you messing with him? Why are you playing mental games with him?
I'm not playing mental games with
mental
him.
game.
It's not mental games.
Why
It's
you
all
still-
transparency.
Why is it still sex
Please.
involved?
How do you know we sexing?
You are.
We could just be having a
Because you from Long Beach, I know.
No, you're not.
oh my God.
You can't play me.
We
I'm
could
from
not
the-
be
I'm
doing
from the
the
wood.
do.
I know what's going on.
Yeah,
But
no, you're
let me
not.
say this: it is transparent. He understands. I understand. I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support him in it. I hold space for him in it. We've talked about it intensively, and he understands it.
It's nonsense. He cannot understand it if every single time he's also saying to you that he wants to be in a relationship. So you're saying he understands, but then he's acting out at the same point in time. Then does he? To know and not to do is not to know. So what she's talking about is foolish, but I don't like this fakeness that a lot of these people come out to do again. And this is supposed to be the doctor that they're looking at to try to get cues from. I get very irked because these are the representations for black women. She comes out and makes it look like she's this representation for black women, but yet at the same time her life is in shambles and it's all over the place, and she's giving relationship advice to other black women. To do what? To be 304s? That's all I can see in the entire thing.
And he's
Come here.
that's what,
Sit.
Yeah.
Let him off the leash. Go ahead.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
Come
shit.
here. Come here.
Well, you
Sit.
know what? If that's what I'm
Man,
doing, I'll say this, and people gonna be mad. And I'm okay. If I'm doing what Paul said,
Come here.
I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash. If that's true.
That's
So
exactly.
that means, to my point, at 42, I'm not opt out.
Jackie Rob.
We are not opt out. Okay, we have options, and we are not on the leash. We can actually be the one holding the leash. It's all about your standards. It's all about you understanding who you are and you standing in and on your square and you doubling down on that. Period. There's men out there who will show up in any capacity we want. We don't have to settle, and we don't have to settle at a certain time. We can do what we want
Yeah,
Because I
start
tell you one thing I'm
selling
not
it.
doing. I ain't doing time, but I am spending a whole lot of time with who I want, when I want. And both of us are enjoying it, getting what we want.
Come on.
Y'all can't be just taking too long when y'all cook. Y'all gotta start making some.
It's nonsense. Guys, it's nonsense. All I what she's talking about is nonsense. And I hope that ladies are not listening to this and using this as like a validation. It's nonsense. Like you sit out here and if and I'm not sure she's board certified either. Right? I don't think she's board certified because you couldn't be board certified. And this is the advice that you're actually giving regular people to go about there. Actually, remember, she's an influencer, so people are going to, you're going to have young girls who are going to be listening to this content to say, okay, let me see exactly, well, if she's a doctor, she must know certain, she must have studied certain parts of interventions and must understand. But you're not even emotionally regulated yourself, because you can't be emotionally regulated and be telling me that you've been in a 5-year spin the block relationship. In other words, you're just getting dug out. That's really what's going on. That's what she's saying. I'm just in a relationship and I'm just in there for the sex, and that's about it. That's about it. I'm not even interested in anything different. But at the same point in time, I want to say that the man is not emotionally stable. I want to say the man is not emotionally stable. But at the same point in time, I want to keep him around so that we can have sex at the same point. Does that make any sense? I want y'all to really and truly sit down and listen to all of this. Like, y'all heard the conversation. It was just, and I'm glad Paul Pierce called her out. It's hypocritical. She's a hypocrite. She's an actual hypocrite, and I'm hoping that but hey, maybe she won't. Hey, everybody knows just trying to make a buck on the internet, and who can go viral. But it's like, if you're gonna go viral, like, go viral for something that makes sense. You know what I mean? Go viral because you stood on a square for something that makes sense. But nothing that she's talking about, she's standing on any squares. Give me the square that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is standing on just now. Give me one thing that you said that I can say, you know what, that's pretty much cool. And, I could tell my daughter to do that. So let me guess, I'm just telling my daughter right now that she can do anything at all that she wants to do. She can, be around as many, you know what, hey. Let me know what y'all think. Hey, as I said to y'all, I didn't want to even get the video too long. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.